So what is file system? A file system is a collection of files and directories stored in defined format. This is you have to remember, defined format on the disk. So every operating system has its own file system. For example, Windows NTFS or FAT, Linux ext2, ext3, ext4, XFS, Solaris UFS. Like every operating system has a file system. So without a file system, operating system cannot be installed on the disk. So file system is nothing but a collection of files and directories stored in defined format on the disk. Every operating system has its own file system. So we have three types of file systems. First one is disk based file systems. Second one, network based file systems. Third one, memory based, or we can call as virtual file systems. In brackets we can also call as memory based file systems. See, all the operating systems works depends on these file systems only. So disk based, while installing the operating system we have to format the disks. So after installation of whatever the data you want to share, then you can go for the network based. Then whatever the memory based, like virtual memory, physical memory, temporary file systems. So these are depends on virtual file systems or memory based file systems. Next, now disk based file systems. These file systems are used by disks. So disks means like you can have hard disks, CDs, DVDs, pen drives. Like these are the disk based. Examples: FAT, file allocation table. FAT means file allocation table, 32-bit, sorry, 16 or 32. This is a oldest file system in Windows. 16-bit and 32-bit. It is used by Windows clients, old versions. So old versions we can use this file system. Next to NTFS, new technology file system. It is used by Windows server operating systems, server OS, and latest clients. Latest Windows clients means Windows 7, 8, 10. Latest Windows clients. Next one, ext2, ext2 or ext3. See, these are the versions: ext4, XFS, extended 2, extended 3, extended 4. XFS means extended file system. These file systems are used by Linux operating systems. Linux operating systems like this. Next to UFS, Unix file system. So it is used by Solaris operating system. JFS, journal file system. It is used by IBM AIX Unix. Next to HFS, high performance file system. It is used by HP Unix. So like this, these are the different types of file systems: FAT, Windows client versions, old versions, NTFS, new technology file system used by Windows servers. So you can check the file systems here. You can go to My Computer. You can open the drives, right click on the drive. If you want to check which is the file system type, click on properties. See here, you can check the file system is NTFS. Like this, every operating system has its own file system. While you are installing your Windows, automatically it will format into NTFS. Linux, we can tell if you want to format into ext2, ext3, ext4, you can select any option. Next, network based file systems. So these file systems are used by networks. For example, DFS, distributed file system. It is used by Windows servers for sharing the files across the network. Next to NFS, network file system. It is used by Unix or Linux. So both are same. Yesterday already I told you in demo, Linux is a flavor of Unix. It is used by Linux or Unix for sharing the data across the network. Next to CIFS, CAFS, Common Internet File System. It is used by Samba server for sharing the resources from Linux to Windows environment. So Linux to Windows, how to share? Configure CIFS. CIFS is nothing but a Samba server. So these three are network-based file systems: DFS, NFS, CAFS. Next to virtual-based file systems. Virtual file systems used by memory. So first one, virtual memory. Or paging files. It is used by Windows as a temporary memory. Temporary memory means using the some space from the hard disk is called temporary memory. Next, swap FS, swap file system. it is used by Linux as a temporary memory. Next, tempfs used by Windows and Linux for managing the temporary files. Catchfs used by Windows and Linux to improve the performance of servers. So like this, these are the memory based file systems: FATFS, virtual memory or paging file in Windows; SWAPFS in Linux and Unix; and tempfs, tmpfs in Windows and Linux. Catchfs improve the performance of servers. So these three are file system types: disk based using by disks, network based using by networks, virtual file systems are used by memory. Then we can learn structure of Linux. Slash means, already I told you, root. Structure of Linux root file system. So first one is, see, under root we have so many subdirectories: /etc configuration files location, /bin the binary executable files are normal user commands location, /sbin the system administrator commands location, /lib the library files location, like in Windows DLL files, /usr the system files location. Next, /opt the third party packages. So third party packages means Veritas Volume Manager or Veritas Cluster, Veritas Net Backup, or IBM WebSphere, Web Applications, WebLogic servers. These are the third party packages. So OPT, the third party packages location, /tmp.
That means, hello.
Yeah, tell me, Bhaiya.
That means any application you want to install, so it will be installed in OPT.
OPT automatically it will go to into OPT directory. Okay, whenever you install any packages, by default, when you can extract it, you can install. Automatically the location will show you /opt. Okay. Next to /tmp, the temporary files location. Next to /root the default home directory of root user. See, root means administrator. Next to /home the default home directory of Linux users means normal users. /boot, the bootable files location. /var, the system log files location, syslog files. /media, the removable media and CDs, DVDs, USB drives will mount under media directory. The removable media location. /mnt, the optional directory.
The removable media means for the pen drive or any external hard disk.
/media, CDs, DVDs, pen drives, you can mount it.
Okay.
So /mnt also like same like that, the optional directory. So whenever media is busy, /media directory is busy with other pen drive, so you can mount another pen drive into MNT, the optional directory to mount other media. So this is the structure of Linux file system. Next, /dev, the logical device names location. So the logical device names are referred by administrator. So that the logical device names were located in Linux, dev /sys, the physical device names location. So this is the structure of Linux root file system. So see here, /etc, configuration files location, bin, binary executable files or normal user commands location, /sbin, the system administrator commands location, /lib, the library files location, /usr, the system files location, /opt, the third party packages location, /tmp, the temporary files location, /root, the default home directory of root user, /home, the default home directory of Linux normal users, /boot, the bootable files location, /var, the system log files location, /media, the removable media files location, /mnt, optional directory to mount other media, /dev, the logical device names location, /sys, the physical device names location. So out of these, in interview point of view, they will ask a question, which is the compulsory partition to install Linux? That is root. Root means /. So / is the operating system directory in Linux. So under / only, we have different types of subdirectories. With /, which optionals you can use? Because / is corrupted, means each and every directory is going to be corrupt. So entire data is going to be correct. So while installing Linux operating system with /, you can select the optionals. These are called file system directories. So we have normal directories, file system directories. The file system directories are /boot. You can give optional /usr, file system directory, /opt, file system directory, /var, file system directory, /boot, boot already given, /boot, usr, opt, var, /home, file system directory, and /emp, file system directory. So like that, so 6 directories we have: boot, usr, opt, var, home, temp. These are the file system directories. So depending upon the requirement of installation of your server, you can select the optionals. No need to select all the optionals in each and every server. So the requirement. So this is the user management server. Give the optional /home. This is the third party IBM WebSphere server. Give the OPT is optional. If you want to share the system files, give the optional USR. If you want to manage Oracle databases and SAP applications, tempo, give the optional. If you want to configure syslog server, /var, give the optional. So like that, depending upon the usage of the server only, we are going to select the optionals. No need to select all the optionals at the time of installation of Linux. So compulsory partition is / only. Remaining all are options. Why we are giving options means if / is corrupted, my bootable files will going to be corrupt. My system files is going to be corrupt. My third party packages will going to be corrupt. My log messages will going to corrupt. My user home directory is going to be corrupt. My temporary files is going to be corrupt. That is the reason with / in Windows like D drive, E drive, F drive, if C corrupted, D drive data is safe, E drive data is safe, F drive data is safe. Like that in Linux, with / I can select these optionals. Automatically, if root is corrupted also, your data is going to be saved. So this is the structure of Linux root file system. So today we'll stop here. Tomorrow no class, Sunday no class. Monday we are going to see the installation of Linux operating system. What are the minimum requirements to install the Linux? So already today's session we already learned which is the compulsory, which are the options, how to give that partitions, how to install the Linux operating systems. We are going to see. If you have any doubts, please ask me.
Hello, sir. I'm going to ask you that, sir, while installing means your root is compulsory. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Root / means / is the root. So it is compulsory. But
Compulsory.
so
Remaining all
what
are
about all? Okay, remaining all are optionals.
all are optionals. Compulsory you have to give /. Remaining are options. If you want to give, you can give. Otherwise, you can leave it.
No, if you did, okay, the boot / boot is also optional.
/boot also optional.
Okay. So what about the going to be installed? That will be installed in the only under / directory if you don't select anything.
Yeah. Everything under /. But
Okay, sir.
the problem is / is corrupted. You cannot get the data. If you select separately, if / is corrupted, you can reinstall /. You can get the data of these partitions. See, for example, in Windows, you have a C drive is there. So you created only one partition, entire disk C drive. So your everything, software, songs, movies, everything in C drive. Your operating system is corrupted. We have to format it. So everything you are going to be lost. But if you create the drives like D drive, E drive, F drive, you can keep your data on different drives. If C corrupted also, you can format, you can get the data. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, then my question is that, sir, in according to in server level partition, like whenever we are going to create server on any company, like in real time or in company, that one is LPXI, JN, so data center. So how we manage that?
So whatever the course you are going to learn, that is complete Linux server administration. You can do anything on the real-time companies. Whatever the configuration they will ask, you can do. That is the data centers, production servers, everything you can work. So everything is in your hands only. So we are learning not basics, we are learning administration. Okay. So Monday class we are going to connect. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that session has been recorded?
Yeah, details that Durga Soft people, they will give complete details to you. Okay.
Okay.
Contact them. They will contact you. Okay. Recording also they will send. Okay. Or else I will send. No problem. Okay. Okay. Bye. You are from?
I am from actually Odisha.
Orissa?
Odisha.
Okay, okay. Okay, bhaiya. Thank you, bhaiya.
Actually, sir, I'm having 1 year of experience.
Okay. No problem. Once I completed
But
our course, you can put 3+ of years experience. Not a problem. On Linux server.
okay. So
Okay.
actually, I was working. Yes, sir. Just listen. Actually, I was working as a Linux server, means email server administration. Okay.
Okay. Email server.
Email server.
And
So the company has both. The
uh,
company is a web hosting and email solution company, and other AWS support also and DevOps also.
okay, okay.
But actually, I was into email solution. So I was as a L1 support engineer at there.
L1 support.
So what
Okay.
about the mails?
Hmm.
L1 support. What about the emails? Troubleshoot was coming in according to client. Whatever they're facing, the email is not going, coming.
Okay.
So I was looking that issue. There is a product named Jimbra email. So I was looking that as L1 support.
Okay.
But actually, I have not gone through Linux part because as it's also web hosting company. So
Okay.
I have not made any server on Gen their data center Gen EXI XVMG.
Okay.
So for that I am here to take training about the Linux administration.
Okay.
While
Okay.
when I start work on the
Yeah. See, once you learn, you can work on any data center. That is not a problem. Okay.
uh,
Okay, bhaiya.
okay, sir, thanks.
Thank you. Hmm.